So hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Unhuntables with Christopher.
Hello.
Today we're looking through 5p coins, trying to find NIFCs, territories, whatever other curiosities we can find in the bag, and then talking about coin topics as well. And we're going to be going through some questions that were asked on Christopher's video, and if we run out of those I can have a little look on my video as well.
It was also pointed out in the comments. I haven't saved the screenshot of it, so I can't recall who it was that said that you do have you're a bit of a magpie for picking out shiny coins, aren't you?
Yeah, I do. I like my shiny coins. I think, I always put them aside and think one day if I ever put a date run of coins together, then I'll have all of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, particularly pre-90s or pre-2000, I suppose.
I think that's the grading part of your brain that those coins are ticking. So.
The pre-2000 coppers that look really shiny, I like those because they often go brown very quickly. But if you get a nice red one, I like those. Yeah. Just before we get into the questions as well, one thing I would like to go through is the Royal Mint's abolition of slavery £2 coins that they were selling. If you haven't seen, the Royal Mint has started selling circulating coins for what you might say reasonably questionable prices. We spoke about this last week or whenever as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
But I bought some abolition of slavery £2 because on the picture they had the DG for the brilliant uncirculated version.
Yeah.
And I bought some of those because I thought, oh, what a bargain. And they turned up and they weren't the DG ones, they were normal circulation ones. So I thought that was a little bit...
It did say on the listing that item picture, the picture is representative of the item you'd receive as well.
Yeah, that's it.
But they've obviously used a stock image and not twigged that that's the non-circulating
but
version.
But in the time that after I'd ordered it and it arriving, or between that time, they changed the picture to be like they'd obviously just photoshopped it away because it still had the smooth finish, but just without the DG. Anyway, yep. They'll be getting returned.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
So then, first comment we'll jump into then is Bits and Bob's Coins, who says, "Make no mistake, if the UK penny and 2p are withdrawn, it will be the end of UK coin production. In 2017, when pound coins were swapped, so many change jars were cashed in, demand plummeted on all denominations drastically. 2018 was basically NIFC for all coins, as was 2019 for small denominations. That was almost a decade ago now. Coin demand is absolutely tiny anyway. If every household in the UK cashes in their change, then the UK production will die. Save the coppers to save all coins."
I can get behind the argument that you're making. I think that there is a point that any denomination, if you demonetize it, you're going to end up drawing other denominations to be cashed in as well.
Yep.
Whether that would be the complete end of coins, I mean, who knows? It could just about tip the balance. I don't know. I feel like...
Because they have said on the Royal Mint Experience tours before that they're at certain points in the year, so towards the Christmas time, people are cashing in their money jars and getting some extra money for Christmas, so they do see an increase in coins being returned to circulation at certain pinch points of the year. And I guess I would also agree, if a coin was demonetized and you had a change pot, you might just go and take that whole change pot to get, because again you want to be able to spend the money, and if it gets withdrawn, then what good is it?
But I don't think it would be a permanent thing, because as far as I'm aware, the demand for coins comes from cash centres. When coins get cashed in to, say, the banks or whatever, then they go back to the cash centres. The demand is purely based on post offices and banks ordering change from the cash centres. If the cash centres have enough stock to supply those orders, then there is no demand for new coins. But I guess as soon as the post office or banks or shops' demands exceed the stock the cash centres have, that's when they then put an order in with the Royal Mint, broadly speaking. Yeah. So I guess, if you've got a load of people cashing in their coins, that's going to create a massive surplus of stock for the cash centres, which is then not getting, distributed out again if there's no orders for coins. So, I could see how it would end up causing a big reduction in demand temporarily. I still think we're a lot further away from complete cashlessness than I think a lot of people fear, if that makes sense.
I think so too.
So, yeah. But it'll be interesting to see if and when that ever happens. I don't think it will, actually. I think that cashlessness will happen before the penny or the 2p are gotten rid of. That's a bold prediction, but I'm fairly confident.
Unless they get rid of it in the way that the Isle of Man have done. They sort of polled it and people were against it, but instead of just scrapping the penny and 2p, they've just said, well, we're not going to produce anymore. So what's out there is all that's going to be out there. We're not going to replenish stocks. So they haven't ended the coppers in the Isle of Man, but they have effectively stopped any more growth of them.
Yeah.
Super Ants says, question for the future podcast videos. You've probably answered before, so apologies if it's a repeated topic. I quite like this comment. Your fingers get filthy during these videos. Do you just use soap and water to clean, or do you have any special products you use? If it's more than soap and water, it will be interesting to see if there are any differences between you all. Cheers.
I just use soap and water.
Oh, I thought about to say you lick your...
No, I use soap and water, but I do notice that the almost metallic... This is a bit grim, but the metallic smell of the coins stays on my fingers for about a day or two.
You're obviously not cleaning your hands enough then. Not an issue that I have.
No, I'm not saying I go around smelling like coiny fingers, but, just... I don't know, a lingering... Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, you need stronger soap.
Just soap and water. But I guess you could use like a nail brush or something to scrub your fingers as well. But yeah, no special...
The worst that gets me is when I do a big load of the pennies, then my hands get absolutely caked, and it does take longer to clean it off. But yes, it is just soap and water. Because again, I get comments all the time about you should do something. You should be wearing gloves. Because it's so dirty and dangerous and whatever. I'm just like, well... I
don't like wearing gloves because I end up dropping all the coins and I can't grip them properly.
Yeah.
And it slows me down as well because you lose control over the coins, I think.
Yes, I had to wear a glove on... Well, I didn't have to. I chose to wear a glove on one hand when I cut my hand really badly, and I wanted to make sure I didn't get any dirty coin nonsense all over it. So I did have to wear a glove for a timing, and it is amazing just how disruptive that was.
Yeah.
To hunting through the coins. So yes, I too would not wear a glove. We've got a few more questions. Carol Bostrom says, interesting search through 2p coins and wondering about the new pence year. I've been collecting each coin and year, often found unusual territories. What do we know about the new pence?
I think, was it 1983 2p was produced the first year that said new pence. The first year that said 2p instead of new pence. However, was it Heinz annual set or something?
The Martini 83 sets.
Yeah, there was a special production annual set where some of the 1983 2p's that were supposed to say 2p still had the reverse die that said new pence.
Yeah.
And therefore it's sort of like a mule error, I suppose.
Yeah, so it's one of these really common misconceptions that the new pence, pennies and 2p, well, they say new penny on the penny, not new pence, but they're all rare and valuable. It's not the case. For the first decade, all the coins said new pence or new penny. We don't see it on the 50p, 10p and 5p anymore because they then got shrunk down to the size we use now. So those pre-1982 coins don't circulate anymore. So for the first decade, they all said new pence or new penny to differentiate between what was then the old pre-decimal coins that were circulating at the same time, to highlight these are the new pence ones, this is a different monetary system. So when you're at the tills, you obviously had to work out what you were using, because you could have used pre-decimal coins at the same time. But from 1982 onwards, I believe the year is, they all just say the denomination. So it's if you've got a 1982 or later dated one that says new pence or new penny, then that is the error.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about it then, how cool it actually is if you think about it, that we still have coins in circulation today that say new pence. like a
Yeah.
time capsule of history, back to decimalisation.
Yeah, it is just the penny and the 2p that's still surviving the first decimal coins.
Yeah.
That currently still get used in circulation. Quite how much they get used in circulation is another topic, but yeah, no, I totally agree with you
definitely
there.
out there. Yeah.
Penultimate comment comes from David Ramsey, who says, "Hi, you were talking about the 1p coins. Is there any variance within these coins? If so, what are the variances?"
Variancy in terms of specification, so weight, size.
I guess
alloy.
Obviously, the major differences are the design. So you had the original portcullis, Christopher Ironside designs, followed by the Matthew Dent shield design, then replaced in 2023 with the new is it Dormouse or Field Mouse? There's a mouse,
Dormouse, that's it.
Some description design. So that's obviously the most different changes up. The different portraits of King Charles and then the different portraits of the Queen, because you've got Arnold Mason's portraits as well, which you don't have on other denominations. So there is 4 of the 5 portraits on the penny and 2p, which again are variances.
And also the is it 1998 or something, were made of bronze, and now they're made of copper-plated steel.
Yeah, they're now copper-plated steel, but I can't remember what the cut-off date is, so I couldn't tell you. It's 1999, because we check for the magnetic ones, don't we?
Well, that's the case with the 2p's. I don't know if it's the same for the pennies, to be fair. It's something somewhere in the 90s, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if they did them at the same time or not. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, there's our coppers are no longer coppers. They are copper-plated steel.
Yeah.
Any other variances? The new pence ones, obviously, the first 10 years all say new penny. But yeah, there are NIFC years on pennies. I don't know off the top of my head.
1972.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And 2018 and 2019.
There we go.
I think, off the top of my head, yeah. There might be some others in the 70s range, but yeah, those 3 off the top of my head.
Obviously, the rumours that are flying around is that there was nothing minted for circulation in 2024 as well, which we won't know until the end of this year, but that is what the rumour is, at least.
Well, has anyone checked mintage figures recently?
I haven't.
Well, let's make sure. You never know.
Grosey, we used to check it nightly when we were getting close to the
yeah, no, there's no mintage figures for 2024.
Okay. Then last comment, which I think might wrap us off. Patrick Gibson says, great video. I just wondered whether you know which of the definitive 2023 coins have been released into circulation so far. All I've heard about is the Atlantic Salmon 50p and the B £1 coin, but I haven't heard about the others. Thanks in advance.
Yeah, I think that's right. Salmons are definitely out there because we've all found them. Well, but I know when I say we all, I mean you and me, Christopher. Yeah. And obviously pound coin is out there as well. I've actually never found one of those. But there we go. I'm sure
I've only found 8, and I've searched through £9,000 worth of pound coins. I'm not doing any at the moment. It is the plan to get some more pound coins out and see if they're a bit more common now.
I think I did 1,500 in pound coins, and I didn't find one.
Yeah, so because I did mine, was it £500 a week? It was over 10 weeks. Was it? Oh, was it £1,000? I can't remember now. No, it was £500 a week, and I was doing it. I did it up to however many bags I did. It might have been 5. Yeah, sorry, it was £5,000, but £500 a week for 10 weeks to see if over those 10 weeks if they got more common than they did it again. A few weeks later, again over another longer extended period to see whether they were a bit more common. I did find more the second attempt. I think I found 2 my first attempt, and then I found 6 my second attempt. So I'd hope if I was to start doing that again over another 10 weeks, I would find more than 8.
I think they're going to be getting out and about now, I reckon. So I might have to have another go myself at those.
And the mintage is quite high on them as well, so they won't remain really hard to get your hands on.
Yeah, definitely.
But, so we do know that all the denominations were struck in 2023, with the exception of the £2 and the 2p.
Yeah, That's it.
So eventually we should find all those other denominations dated 2023 as and when they get released by the Royal Mint into general circulation.
I did see someone put a social media post up of a puffin 20p they had found, but they never put a picture of the other side. So I'd imagine that might just be an NIFC one with the crown, the privy mark on from the annual.
Yeah, it was the same as I have seen the odd person that found was it 2020 Britannia £2 coin, but it's happened so infrequently. I don't think that could be the circulated ones getting out there. I think that must be a BU one that's managed to worm its way into circulation.
Well, that was 2021 anyway, not 2020.
It must be 2021. Who knows what the date is? They're not in circulation yet, so.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we need to see those £2 at some point as well. The Britannias, blimey.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows whether they will ever see the light of day.
We do have another mutual friend who suggested we at some point they must melt them down, because we could end up with another monarch before those Queen Elizabeth II Britannias make their way into circulation, and it would be weird with another successive monarch and still new coins of Queen Elizabeth II coming out. Like
back in the day, Queen Victorian coins still coming out during the reign of George VI or something.
It's odd, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, I think for now it's just the £1 coin and the 50p that we know are out and about. But some of them are really rare, like 600,000 pennies. That's going to be incredibly hard to find.
Definitely.
But exciting if you do find one, though. But,
will be. They're cute designs as well. I do like the new definitives. So.
They are really nice. Yeah. Can you believe that we've had 3 years of those definitive coins?
It doesn't. I guess it doesn't feel like that because they haven't all been so actively out in circulation.
And also, I suppose the 2023s were end of 2023, and then the 2025 was start of 2020. So actually, it was only a year, just over a year. But to have 3 years in just over a year.
Calendar years, are we yet?
Yeah, we're just talking physical years. But anyway, let's get back to the 5p's and see what we managed to find. Right, so a couple finds. We have 2 from Jersey and 1 from the Falkland Islands. Definitely the Falkland Islands one is the star find. The Jersey is 2002 and this Jersey is 1990. And as you can see, 2011 on the Falkland Islands with the IRB portrait as well. So yeah, excellent stuff. Thank you for watching and I'll see you later. Bye bye.